Corner South Africa is Chelsea 1, Arsenal 1 at the Stamford Bridge, and I'm here with Ash. Disappointing result for me, 1-1 draw at Stamford Bridge, and your take on the game.
Well, one of those games where you expect something like this. Like if it, I think we've not lost the game here, but we've drawn more games here than we have won. So it's one of those things you expect. I think today's game was one that you would say, had it been normal. Had it been Chelsea fans today can also say, had it been.
Yeah.
They will tell you, had it been, Caicedo don't get red card. Therefore, win the game.
Yes.
And it's justifiable because they actually got a draw with 10 men. So they can actually say that. Even if we know it's not true. They can actually say that. So I feel like we came into the game the way we went into Bayern Munich game. The whole thing about, okay, just try to keep the game at the goalless in first half, study their game, go long, don't let them play their game, and then second half you come and play your game. You understand? And I feel like we should have stopped that immediately. Caicedo got that red card. There was no need for that again. You're at advantage already. What are you trying to study? Maresca is not going to do anything than sit back and go on a counter attack. So if you were saying that let us watch them in the first half, this is what I told Mikel Arteta in the dressing room. Don't forget, I'm just coming from there. You understand? And if you understand, if you see that this is what is happening, Maresca is not going to do anything tactical again. He will just tell his boys, sit back, and he will try to break with Pedro Neto. And that was what he tried to do throughout after the red card. That's what he tried to do. So at that point, if I'm Mikel Arteta, that thing you plan to do in the second half, do it in the first half. Start doing it in the first half. Are you scared that Maresca will see what you're trying to do in the second half and come up with his own plan? There was nothing he's going to come up with. You already have one extra man, and that extra man happened to be Moreno.
Yeah.
Simple. And Moreno was the person dropping back to the midfield already. You understand? At that point in time, stop going long. Leave long ball, bro. I don't understand.
Play the ball.
Play the ball. Raya today was just boom, boom, like. And the funny part is we could not even beat their press. Even with one man down. Even when we have that extra man in that midfield, we could not still beat their press. It was worrying today. I will not lie to you. It was really worrying. See, the fact that something worked against one opponent does not mean it to work against another opponent, because you should know that Maresca will definitely sit down to watch that Bayern Munich game, because that game was really talked about. Henry said we stopped Bayern Munich from playing their game, which is keeping the ball on the ground. We started going long. When they try to press us, we go long. When they try to press us, we go long. I'm sure that Maresca went to watch those clips. He went to watch that game. And there was no need for that today. You're playing against a Chelsea team that's the midfield. Who is in the midfield now? James, like I said, and Enzo. And then the most influential player in that team, in that midfield, went out of the team. It was just the midfield of Caicedo and just the midfield of James and Enzo. And you cannot dominate it. Midfield of Zubimendi, Rice, and Ebbs. And Ebbs, I don't even understand Eberechi. Which say don't already work out. I don't understand the very chase. Like, no, not good enough. You get me? Not good enough. Listen, there's one. I know that he's a very different attacking midfielder from Odegaard. You understand? When Odegaard came into the pitch, you saw what a game like this needed. You understand? Zubimendi was already on a yellow card. Man had to be careful. Rice was already doing the job of Zubimendi because Nkapia and Mosquera already had yellow card. Apes come back and build from the back. Come back and help the team beat the press. That is the job. You understand? When we are struggling to beat the press, you come back. I know that you're the attacking midfielder that is very attacking minded. Yeah. Box crashing. You understand? But at this point in time, I expected him, those times we are struggling to beat the press. You understand? When Zubimendi, they careful, based on say they look at Rice, they try cover for this person. When Raya, they pass, give Maresca, Mosquera. Maresca cool. when Raya they pass give Mosquera they pass give back Raya go pass give Nkapia go pass give him back. Before you know, Raya don't send the ball out. I expected Ebbs to be that connection. You understand? But the tactics in the first half was not really going for us. We tried to go long. You understand? We tried to go long, let Martinelli be the focal point from the flank. Moreno dropped deep and Martinelli becomes the top 9. But it did not work today because Maresca had two players on that position. He had two players on that position, and it was never going to work. And the funny part is, you were going long to a player that doesn't have area prowess.
Yes. And no strength.
No strength. He doesn't have area prowess. His strength is just speed. So if the ball does not beat the Chelsea defense, how does he get the ball? Because almost all the ball they floated today, for Fana and the rest, they win off for up.
Okay, so you've already talked about the whole tactics of the game and how we were not able to take advantage of Chelsea going one man down. Let's talk about the results. The what this result does to the mentality of the players and what it does to the table and the overall gameplay of the team going forward.
Well, it does the mentality of the team very, very good. You understand? Sometimes you need to sit back and recess. This draw is a very good one. It's a good result for Arsenal. Chelsea fans can also say it's a good result for them, but I'll tell them that it's a bad result for them. You understand?
Would you confidently... We played against a 10-man Chelsea, 20-something minutes, and we could not get a win. How is it a good result for us?
But it's a good result for us because we played against the second best team in the league. Simple. Simple. They are second in the league.
They are third in the league, man.
They are third now in the league. Before this game, before this weekend, they were second in the league. They went third in the league because Manchester won. So it's a good result for my boys. You understand? I won't say it's a bad result for in a stadium where I've not lost in over how many games now. I've lost count. You get me? And I still come here. Chelsea has something at stake. Undo that record. They could not. They have to wait another year. You understand? So for a team that you've been trashing in this Premier League for years, you remember the 8 man who begin to talk scoreline. But obviously, the only thing that pains me in today's game is that I've seen worst Arsenal team come to this stadium and collect 3 points.
Yeah.
Worst Lokonga them.
Worst Arsenal team.
Nketiah them.
Scoring 2 goals.
Tavares. All those boys, they don't come here and collect 3 points. You understand? But I expected more from our boys today. You get me? So what I feel like it to do for the team is we need to see, we have played football this season only against Spurs in the Premier League. That is the only game I would say we have played football
Against the big side.
against the big side. You understand? That's the only game. When it comes to big teams, we try to do too much. You understand? We try to stick to the basic. You understand? Play your game. The funny thing is, Maresca came to play his game today. Before the red card, this man came to play his game. So you play your own game. You understand? Maresca did not even care about what we are going to do. What he normally does with Estavo, he was doing it with Estavo. What he normally does with Pedro Neto, he even started Joao Pedro today. The Rich James he normally plays in midfield. Where we are saying he cannot even play Rich James today in midfield. He played Rich James today in midfield. So you play your own game. We have what it takes to play football. You understand? Enough of the long balls, bro. This toxicity something not funny again. So I feel like for the mentality of the boys, what it to do for the mentality is good to sit back sometimes and reflect. You understand? It's not yet over. You've gone 7 points ahead before. You lost it to 5 points. You went 7 points again. It has come down to 5 points again. So what it does to the mentality of the team, it wakes them up. You understand? Fantastic. We have our captain back. We have some players back. You understand? That understands what it is to be fighting for a Premier League title. You get me? So it's a good thing for the mentality of the boys. The captain is back. He takes responsibilities. He's one player that I would say take responsibilities outside. No, let me leave Gabriel and Saliba. Those one. I'm talking about that outside Declan Rice. He's one player I know that takes responsibility. And when he came into the game today, he took responsibility. He left his position, came back to dictate things. Even when if you notice, when he came, Chelsea stopped to press. The press stopped. They stopped pressing. So I feel like it does good for us, knowing that we have players that can affect the game back. My man of the match. Everybody's giving it to one person now. That's the only person we saw today. Declan Rice, obviously.